Well, I mean, it was kind of like two games for you guys. Obviously, the first part of the game, there were some things that were going okay, but the second part, you guys really took over control of the game. I mean, you've been around this team, this organization a long time. Is that kind of a, I don't know, something you can use to say, hey, this is the way we have to play or else we can't get behind in games?
I think we're learning that right now a little bit. Sometimes I think less is more, and we're learning. We're a young team. We got some experienced guys, obviously, that know that, but we're a young team and we're learning. And I think, when things aren't going your way, I think you got to get back to the basics. And you saw tonight when we forechecked, we created a lot of chances off of it. And when we hunted at the puck, we got the puck back more times than not. Or they end up flipping it out and we get it back and we go right back in the zone. And I think there is positives that we need to look at, but I think as a team and as a group, we need to find what works best for us and build off that and start building our game, because we got to start building towards playoffs right now. We got to, teams are playing good and we got to start playing. I think we can do better.
You had some looks in the first period. You had some looks throughout the game, really. You end up scoring off a tip, but you had the puck on your stick a lot. How are you feeling tonight?
I think my game is forechecking and getting the puck back and disrupting a lot of play. I'm using my speed, but that's all I was trying to do out there. I don't know. I think I had shifts where I was good and I had shifts where I was bad. And I think every player, you want to build that consistency and find what works for you best. And I was just trying to do that. And it'd be nice to put a couple of those ones in, but getting the chances is always a positive. At least you're getting them. And, if you're not getting them, then it's a different story, right? So just got to keep working, and it's not just games, but it's practice too, and day to day, and taking care of myself, and just getting better as a pro. I think I'm still young, so I'm still learning, and I am this bad. Like, I'm 25 years old, but on this team, I am one of the middle-aged older guys. So I try to be a positive influence on our team, or on the young guys, and just help them out if I can. And I think they hold me accountable, so I hold them accountable.
Has it helped you all this year that you have a good familiarity with Marco? Some other guys, maybe it's their first year being around him this much, but for you, you've been around him a lot in your career. Does that help you at all?
Yeah, I know what he expects out of me. He does communicate with us players and us players, and tells us as guys if we're not doing it, if we're not playing well enough, he's going to tell you, and if you're playing good, you'll know. But I think Swinney does his job, but as players and as a team, we need to do ours too. And it's a team game, and that goes from management all the way down to our trainers and our strength coaches, through the players, through everybody, right? And like I said, we're building towards playoffs right now. We're trying to build our game so that when we hit playoffs, we're in full stride and we're not slow going into it. But Swinney's been great, and I think he expects a lot out of us, and that's a good thing. I think if your coach doesn't expect anything out of you, then you got bigger issues, right? So he expects us to play the right way, and we're learning, but we're getting there.
For you guys too, the PK has been always a work in progress, but it seems like this year you've made some strides. What have you noticed that's worked for you guys on the PK this year a little bit?
I think we're good at reading when we need to pressure. It's hard for a player, and I can speak for myself, and as most players in this league, when you're pressured, it's hard to make a play, or you feel like you just need to get it off. And there's not a lot of guys that can make that play if you're really pressuring them. So I think when we can pressure, we create the turnover and we get it down the ice, and we're good and we're efficient that way. And our, coming into our zone, teams attacking us, I think we do a good job at, stopping them at the line and making them dump it if they have to. But like I said, work in progress, and every day we're trying to get better at it. We're doing video, we're learning, and again, we're still young. We're a young team. We got to learn, and we are learning still.